Hey guys, it's Colonel Coffee here and welcome back to another Destiny 2 Leviathan raid video, and in this one we're going to be talking about one of the first trials that you'll have to complete. That is the Royal Pools, or the Bathing Ritual Trial, whatever you want to call it. So when you first come in this room you're going to see there's water everywhere, and this water will damage you if you stand in it. So you can see around the room there's going to be 4 platforms, and in the middle of this room there's a giant building. There's going to be a 5th platform. Now originally all of these platforms are going to have this orb on it. Now when you step into the orb you will get Scion protection for 50 seconds. Now the 4 plates around the outside, their orb will not regenerate, whereas the one in the middle will continuously regenerate. So essentially for this method to work we have to perform a relay. So let me just explain what's happening here and what we did to beat it. So in the middle room there's going to be 3 sets of canisters that are gradually going down and trying to reach the water. Now when they reach the water, essentially you will fail this step. So when you step on the 4 platforms around the outside, you're going to drag the chain down. You can see the big thick chain there is going down. This is slowing the process of these canisters here in the middle going down. When you step off of your plate, they will go down a bit faster. So what we have to do is make sure that the 4 people around the outside are never stepping off their plates. You can if you have to, but it will just set you back a little bit. So what we did here is we had to set this up so that there was 2 people on the left side of the room, on the left platforms, 2 on the right, and then 2 floaters. Now when you step on your platforms, you're going to get these guys coming out of the pools called bathers. They're basically giant cabal with swords. Now you have to kill these as fast as you can because you can't get off your plate. So they will cause you a bit of bother. If you try and stay on there, they might down you or whatever. So let me just go over the strat that we used. Like I said, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. The last 2 guys would be floating. So one would float between the 2 guys on the left side of the room, the other guy would float between the 2 on the right. Now we all step on our platforms at the same time to get 50 seconds of Scion protection. At about 30 seconds of Scion protection remaining, one person will call out that he needs to switch, so the floater from that side will go and stand on his platform so that he can run to the middle room and refresh his Scion protection. Then he will go to the other person on your side and relieve him so that he can go to the middle and refresh his Scion protection. And then that guy will go back to your original plate and relieve him. So it's just a relay in a triangle formation. It's a little bit complicated. I tried to explain it as best I can. But just perform a relay, make sure that everyone has continuously Scion protection and you'll be fine. Now once you have done about 4 rotations of this and all 4 platforms have killed about 4 bathers, then the chains will stop moving and essentially you can come into the middle room and damage these canisters. Now to damage these canisters, you all have to stand on the middle platform in this room to get an aura called Force of Will. If you're not standing in the middle, you will not have Force of Will and you will not be able to do DPS, it will just say immune. Now these take a lot of damage to do everything you've got, tethers, warlock damage pools, whatever you can. Damage them as best as you can. Now we almost did this in 1 rotation, so it's definitely possible, but we failed. So if you do not do it in 1 rotation, then you just have to repeat the first part of this part of the raid. So you have to go back to your plates and do the relay again. But once you have blown up all 9 of the canisters, then you will complete this part of the raid. Now, I realised that this was a little bit complicated, so just if you have any questions about this, just leave a comment down below and I will answer them as best I can. But this is essentially the end of this part, and you will have to go back to the main hub to then work on opening another door. Now when you complete one of the trials you will get a key reward. Now there's 3 keys in total I believe, and I will explain them in another video because they're to do with your rewards on the raid. But for this video I hope you enjoyed it, leave a comment and I will catch you guys next time.